My number 4 is a guy that was out in Oakland for a while. I got him in fantasy baseball every year, it seemed like, the 3 years prior to last, because he was always just like kind of undervalued, wasn't really appreciated out in Oakland. I think you can get him on another 1-year prove-it type of deal, and that's Frankie Montas, who was with the Athletics, kind of made his bones there. Took a 1-year prove-it kind of deal with the Yankees last year. I believe he pitched in 8 games before having season-ending injury. I think you could get him, and the speculation on him is a 1-year, $15 million deal. If you believe that Andrew Painter is going to bounce back, it's kind of like a good gap year kind of guy to get you to those MBD. Josh Hader and Blake Snell are not nearly as bad as you're making them out to be. But Frankie Montas, there's no bad 1-year deals. He's still young. He's going to be playing for a contract if you're able to get him on that 1-year deal. I like Frankie Montas. I would be somewhat excited if they signed him. And then my number 5 guy, and this is going to be unpopular, but I've had an infatuation with him since he came up with the Cardinals.
That's always a great way to lead into it.
Well, this is a gamble. Let me just preface this with this is a gamble. And MBD, cover your ears. You might not like this. Maybe you will. I don't know.
You're working him back around. He said he's coming back to your side.
The Frankie, yeah, we're Frankie guys together. Me and MBD, we're Frankie guys. Now, my number 5 guy, this is not going to be popular. It's probably the only time you're going to hear somebody mention him with the Phillies. 1-year deal, Jack Flaherty. Now, if you're reading his numbers over the last 2 or 3 years, they're trending in the wrong direction. I am not going to sit here and sugarcoat it for you. He had almost a 5 ERA, did have 148 Ks, and a 1.58 whip last year, which is absolutely gross. But I know there's a great pitcher in there. He had some phenomenal years with St. Louis when he was healthy. He had an injury that kind of set him back. This is a complete gamble of a move that you can get the guy's best. And this is where Caleb Cotham and how much you kind of believe in him as a pitching coach would come into. Yeah, I'm aware, Flo, man. I told you this wasn't going to be a popular decision. He is not trending in the right way. I think you could get him really cheap. Allowing you to spend a lot of money elsewhere. I know, Mopar. It's great. You can hit me with all the puke emojis you want. He is a complete gamble with potential upside that is, I think, up there with the best on the market if you can find who he was in St. Louis. So that's my number 5. I understand it's not popular. I understand not a lot of people are going to do it. And I've just had this weird infatuation. He was one of the top prospects in baseball. And you know, maybe you can tap into that and find him, and he's not going to cost you anything. Like, the risk is low outside of, you know, I'm not penciling him in as the team's number 2. He would probably be the team's number 5, but you know, I'm in.